Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome. My name is Joycelyn Daddy. I'm a registered nurse. I live here in the United States. Did I say I'm a registered nurse? I think I did. I'm a mother of two, and I'm a proud digital business entrepreneur. Tonight, I'm here with my business partners from all over the world, and we're gonna talk about a very relatable topic: building a business while still having a career. So I will have them all introduce themselves and we'll dive right into it. So I will pass the mic down to Sister Edna.
All right, everyone. Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Edna Florendo from Ontario, Canada, but I'm a pure Filipino, I born in Philippines, living here now in Canada for more than 15 years. I'm a full-time PSW, and at the same time, I'm a proud digital business owner.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
All right, Sister Antoinette.
Hi everyone, my name is Antoinette. I am also a registered nurse. I live here in Massachusetts with my family, my husband and kids. I'm a mom, I'm a traditional business owner, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
All right, Sis Beth.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Beth Richter Aleem, and I am in Colorado, living here with my husband, and I am an accounting manager for a cattle feed company, and then I'm a proud owner of a digital business also.
Woohoo! And to the only guy among us, Alan, take it away.
All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are right now. My name is Alan, and I'm a husband and a proud father to one responsible son. And I made a decision to start this journey to have my own business, a digital business, for a simple but powerful reason for my wife. I'm originally from Philippines, currently living here in Ontario, Canada, and working as a full-time electrician.
Awesome. So, first question, Sister Edna. You are a professional, you are building a business, you are working, you are PSW, you are like, oh, where do you even find the time to start? So, the question is, how do you build all this extra? How do you find time without leaving your career?
Yeah, so building this business alongside my full time job is all about intention and consistency. So for me, it looks like showing up fully for my job, then intentionally doing giving time even 30 minutes or to 90 minutes for my business. So I treat my business like an appointment. I cannot cancel it, but whether I'm tired or busy, I still show up even it's small action like posting content. So thank you guys for uh, and then yeah, and following up or learning something new.
Awesome. All right. Brother Allen, how about you? How do you build this business without quitting your career?
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah, it's you, the only guy.
The only guy.
All right. For me, we had a chance for you. The biggest chance for me to start mentally without leaving my career. It's just uh, most of us as a happiness head. I was oh sorry. For me, being a being a full time my job, I never thought that I never expect or I never thought that I'm gonna leave behind anything. And sometimes I was so I just only focus for my first for my showing up every day, doing at work, and taking care of my responsibilities. And the business is always fits around my life,
Yeah.
not the other way around. So most of the business has happiness in the evening when after work. Sometimes I do it in the weekends,
Mm.
and simple things, just only grinding all day and then doing it intentionally to build this business without quitting my job.
Yeah. So I was
That's it.
I will ask the same question to Sis Antoinette. How, as a professional, registered nurse, busy mom, traditional business owner, now digital business owner, who, how do you manage and have time for all of that without ever quitting either your job or your traditional business?
For me, I would say it boils down to mindset, right?
Mm,
Because when there is a way, when there's a will, there is a way. Anything you put your mind to do, you make up time for it. And the plus to this is our system is set up in a way that most of the heavy work is lifted for you. So you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours a day running your business. So I try to fit my business into the time that I would have used to be maybe strolling on my phone aimlessly on social media, watching movies, the 1 hour a day or so, or 1 to 2 hours a day that I could have been laying and doing nothing productive. I use that time wisely because why? Like I said, when there is a will, you're gonna find a way. So it hasn't really been anything complicated for me, even though I'm very, 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 very busy. But because of the system that we have in place, that makes it easier for busy professionals, working people. It have made it easier for me to be able to fit it into my busy lifestyle. So it has not affected anything else that I do outside of this business. I've been able to fit it into what I have going on right now.
yeah. Yeah, well said. All right, Sister Beth, same question to you. Busy professional, wife, how do you find it? How do you find time to build a business on the side?
Okay, I think, that's such a good question because I think people assume that, you have to quit your job or
Huh.
completely flip your life upside down. But that's just not true. That wasn't my story. So I still work full time and as an accounting manager. I didn't have to quit and I didn't gamble anything. So I kept my job security. And then building this business realistically, it looks like for me, it's intentional. So with the time that I already had. So, like on a typical weekday, like I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes a day in the morning checking my messages, following up with people. Sometimes I'll plug into the training during the day and respond to people at lunch. And then in the evenings, I'll just, instead of scrolling up and down your phone, I'll spend an hour or two on income producing activities. So most weeks, it's probably about 7 to 10 hours that, I'm focused on this. And then, it makes it possible because this system isn't just, you're not guessing what you do. There's structure, there's automation and mentorship. So the time is always productive and it fits around my job right now. So, and I'm building this for my future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. It's funny how we all have 24 hours and yet some people never seem to have time for anything. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Well, people create time. You're not gonna find time till you intentionally create the time. Because if it's that much important to you, you find time for it, right? So the people that are constantly saying they don't have time, I'm working and I don't have time to build a business. Well, guess what? You are working for somebody, you are building somebody else's dream and and inspiration and all that, and you can't find 30 minutes of time anywhere to build something that you can call your own. Yeah, it's amazing to me that people, I don't know. Anyway, so I am just asking the questions today. Question number two to Sister Edna. What had to change for you mentally or practically to build while being employed to build this business? Like,
And
what had to switch for you
and
to be?
intentionally, I need to cut off the Netflix. I love to watch movies. I have lots of movies to watch Netflix, and yeah, I need to cut off. Going with my friends during my off. So those are the days, and then I want to make sure that I have to find time on my showing up on my business, doing go live now, starting maybe just once a week at least. I'm building that confidence right now, so it's just a small win for me. Yeah, so that's me.
Amazing. All right, Sister Beth, we're switching it up.
Okay.
So, what had to change mentally, practically, for you to get to where you are now? Because I feel like it doesn't just happen, like there has to be a switch from having an employee mindset to being an entrepreneur mindset and deciding that this is it and go for it. So, what was that for you? That what had to switch for you?
So, I mean, naturally, I was kind of skeptical. So, but I watched my husband, he started the business first. So I saw his real results and I knew that the system worked. So once I realized that the variable only left was me, I had to mentally stop thinking, if this works, then I'll take it seriously. So instead, I decided to take it seriously because if you don't take it seriously, it's going to pay like a hobby. I mean, it's going to be like a hobby. It's not going to pay like a business. So, practically, I didn't really have to overhaul my life or anything or sacrifice anything. I just did less procrastinating and focused even when I felt tired, because I'm not building, for today. I'm building for the future. So, and that's,
Ah,
that's what,
amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. How about you, Sister Antoinette? Same question. What had to change for you mentally, practically, in order to build while still employed?
Mm, what had to change for me? For me again, it is the fact that I have seen both sides. Being a traditional business owner, I know the struggles. I know what it takes to get there. And when I found this business and realized how the system works, and I saw the results, I see the system how it works. I just knew that I've always known that being an employee was not the end of it. I've always known that if you want to excel at certain level, you cannot continue to be an employee for the rest of your life. That I already knew. So when this opportunity presented itself to me, knowing that I can do this from the comfort of my home, regardless of what else I have going on in my life. It was a no-brainer for me. Like it was something that I knew I wanted to do. It was something that I knew I had to do. I just blocked out all the noises outside because at this point, the naysayers or whatever outside doesn't really matter to me. I block everything out and focus on the end goal because, like Sis Bev said, this is not a quick, something get rich quick scheme. This is a long term thing. This is building a legacy. So I did switch that and focus on what I was building and block out all the negativity and just focus knowing that the system works and it's working.
All right. So, oh, Brother Allen, you are the last one. So,
Same
what had
question.
to change mentally or practically for you in order to keep building despite being employed?
For me, the biggest change was realizing that time wasn't something I would eventually. It was something I had to intentionally create. That realization hit when I noticed that if I keep waiting for life to slow down, nothing would ever change. So mentally, I had to shift from an all or nothing mindset to understanding that small, consistent effort was enough. Practically, that meant cutting back on things that were draining my time and energy after work. So, workless scrolling, fewer distractions, and being more intentional with my evenings, like we're doing right now, doing a business. There were definitely days when I felt exhausted, so I overwhelmed or unsure, especially after long shift as an electrician. So of those days, I reminded myself that didn't need to do everything, just needed to do something. Even though 20 to 30 minutes focused to keep the momentum going and stay consistent. That's it.
Amazing. And yeah, for if I had to answer the same question, it's like, at some point when you get to a place in your life that you realize that nothing will change unless you change. You will do what it takes to get you to where you need to be. And like they've all said, if you know you are building a legacy, I mean, people are patient working 40 hours for somebody else, and yet when they come to working for their own selves, they quit on themselves in a year, 2 3, because results are not fast enough.
Yeah,
So it requires patience, it requires consistency, it requires diligence. It's not sophisticated. We are all regular folks, regular professionals, just determined to make something out of ourselves. We've all come to realize that it's not about working. It's about working smarter and not harder. And we've also come to realize that, especially now, you build something for yourself. You can't rely on just one stream of income. You need multiple streams of income, to survive and to build a legacy. And so once that realization hits, there's no going back. And especially if you find a system that uses automation, where you can schedule, you can use a lot of the automation, schedule posts because you're a busy man, busy dad, you're a professional, you have a system that um, gives comprehensive training, so you know what you are doing every step of the way. um, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So thank you so much for spending time with us today. Hopefully our stories inspire you to know that whether you were a busy mom, busy dad, busy professional, stay at home mom, stay at home dad, so long as you are willing to learn and you are coachable, we are all mentors. We're gonna guide you, we're gonna take your hand, we're gonna help you with our video-based step-by-step training, so you too can own your own business, so you too can do something for yourself and your family. So till the next episode, which is next week, stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.